Hey guys, can we talk for a minute? Because something really crazy happened to me this week that I think is extremely important to share with the rest of the world, and hopefully, I'm not gonna get censored, but I really don't care because this is quite the shock, you guys. And for those of you who are parents, trigger warning to some of you. Let that be the warning. This is a personal story, and it's about my son that um, he's a 1.5 year old. He's very small, and exactly 1 week ago he came back from the playground after 2 hours playing outside with his dad and his brother. He came back with a hand looking like a balloon, okay, like really swollen. And the second I saw it, I thought probably had an allergic reaction to something we're not aware of. And I thought could be maybe life threatening, because if we don't know what exactly happened, his father didn't seem aware about anything that happened. There was no pediatricians available. It was a Sunday, so I just took him to the hospital right away. At the hospital, the first thing the doctor asked me, is he vaccinated? My answer, no, I never vaccinated him. And that led to a half an hour lecture from the doctor about me and why I need to vaccinate my son. Why is it so important that I get him vaccinated, specifically for tetanus? From what I told her that happened, I thought maybe he looks like he had a little tiny like a puncture wound. Maybe he got dirty and he got an infection. I didn't see him. I didn't see it happen. His dad didn't see it happening. So she was just like super adamant. We need to vaccinate him for tetanus right away. And she seemed very nervous too, like very scared for my son. So what I told her, because I didn't want to get into a debate with her, seeing my son crying and hurting, I just told her, listen, we were busy relocating, so I didn't vaccinate him because we didn't have a pediatrician until now. And to tell you the truth, I heard some bad things about vaccines. So, if you think I should vaccinate my son, I would love for you to tell me exactly what's in the vaccine. Maybe give me a list of ingredients, give me some more information. Maybe you have a brochure you can give me. You don't have to sit and like lecture me for half an hour. That will help me, make a better decision. Of course, she didn't give me any information or any brochures. She just told me I should educate myself. And in fact, what she did was, first of all, um, she prescribed antibiotics for my son, which didn't work. It was the wrong diagnosis, and I'll tell you in a minute exactly what happened. And she also prescribed a couple of shots, one tetanus shot and one hemoglobin tetanus, which is like urgently if you get tetanus, to avoid getting tetanus, which is a very terrible disease, but very, very, very rare disease. So she also told me I need to go to the pediatrician the next day to educate myself about vaccines. And she told me that if I was to come back with my son, because he's not getting better, to the hospital, they will force vaccinate him and keep him in the hospital for observation, because I am an abusive mother that doesn't vaccinate her kids. How can it be? So a little bit shaken, I take the prescription and take my son far away from the hospital. We go to a pharmacy and we get antibiotics like the prescription said. Only the antibiotics though. I give him the antibiotics, we go home, and in the same time, throughout the night, I talked with other doctors. I try to get more opinions, and I I tried to do different things to ease his pain, but actually the situation wasn't getting any better. But it didn't get any worse either. So I didn't think it was serious enough to take him again to the hospital. I was nervous because I didn't know what exactly was happening. But the next day I took him to the pediatrician, our pediatrician. She takes one look at my son and she tells me, looks like a bee bite, probably got a little allergic reaction. I would give him anti-allergy medication. We go to the pharmacy, not a word about vaccines, by the way, or tetanus or anything like that. We go to the pharmacy, we buy him the anti-allergy medication. 24 hours later, the boy is healed. Hallelujah. But that's not all. The minute I had a moment to gather myself together, I looked at the prescription the doctor from the hospital prescribed. I copy-paste exactly what she wrote, and lo and behold, it wasn't even a tetanus vaccine like she said. Wow. Shocking, not really, but infuriating, absolutely. It was actually a 6-in-1 vaccine. It's called hexavalent vaccine, probably saying it wrong. But what it means, it's a combination of 6 different vaccines combined into one, which means that a normal parent, just a naive person that just wants the best for their son, takes the son, gets scared, takes their child into the pharmacy to get him vaccinated against this terrible tetanus. He gets one shot and they're totally unaware they actually got 6 different shots because it's only one shot, right? Crazy, like furious, like infuriating. Be very careful out there, guys, because this is like the time of the year where everyone's getting sick. Doctors are just pumping up all this crazy shit, and that's not okay. There are some really, really evil people out there, including that doctor. She's one evil bitch. I'll tell you that. And if I saw her again, I promise you I will give her a piece of my mind. Have a reliable doctor. They're as good as gold. And always go and get a second opinion. And trust your intuition. Because guess what? It's usually right. And I'm so happy. Like that night, the first 24 hours, when the antibiotics didn't work, I thought that I was in the wrong. I thought I was a terrible mother. I thought that I needed to go and give him that shot. Really. Because I was so scared for my son. And that's how they manipulate you, with fear. So don't let fear win. Choose love, always. Love you guys. Stay safe out there, and I will see you in the next one.